here again, our usual, our wipe and clean practice with our letter of the week, which is H for hibernation, our sand letter tray, and our ASL Bitty beginning cards. We use the abacus with our learning resources counting bears, and I'll show that to you later on in the video. Bear snores on, and we read that and followed that with a art activity. So Bella made a bear with scissor practice. So let me just show you here. What she did here is she cut up a whole sheet of construction paper, and we used that then to glue the construction paper on a paper plate and make a sleeping bear. So that was great scissor practice there. We have a few more books here that we read on hibernation, and then our practical life puzzle from Melissa and Doug. So this tray is a transferring tray. So first we started with this book, A Bear's Year, and this is a nonfiction book, so a realistic book, and it takes us through a timeline of a bear's year. So starting off in fall time, when they're getting ready for hibernation. So in this book we did learn that bears need to fill their belly in order to hibernate, and one of the foods that they like to eat most are berries. So here we have some pom-poms that are to represent berries, and here we have our bear, and I just made it out of cardboard. Funny looking bear. And this again, it's just a simple activity tray, good for fine motor. This preschool literature tray started off with this book, The Leap, and this book was great in teaching us all the different sorts of animals that also hibernate. So it's not just bears, it'll also show the habitat of where the animal does hibernate. So bunnies hibernate in logs, there are dens, there are caves, there are burrows. With that, I made a simple file folder. And the idea here is just to match the hibernating animal to its home. And so we discussed some homes are above ground. So we have caves and hollows of trees, and then we have burrows or dens that are underground. So we just had a lot of discussion with this activity. And again, this is just matching the home to the animal. So a bat hibernates in a cave. A bunny hibernates in a burrow. A squirrel hibernates in the hollows of a tree. Here we have another preschool literature tray, and this is with the book Brown Bear, What Do You See? A very popular children's book. And with that, we have a color sorting activity. So the printable are the characters in the book, and I added the same color construction paper or the corresponding color construction paper to the back of the printable just to make it a little more colorful. And then this I made out of construction paper just because I'm trying to save on printer ink. It can get really expensive, but if you just want to print it, the link that I have listed down below, it's a 2-page printable. So it's the characters and then the spreadsheet. Yellow duck, what do you see? I see a blue horse looking at me. Bella, do you see a blue horse? And where does it go?
It likes this one.
Right. Blue horse, what do you see? I see a green frog looking at me. Noah, do you see a green frog?
Yeah.
And where does that go?
Oh no.
Here we have another file folder tray. This is from totschooling.net, and this is just such an adorable printable here. So we have the different band-aids that match the letters on these bears, and one side is uppercase, one side is lowercase, and it is broken up into 4 bears. So this is the beginning part of the alphabet in uppercase and lowercase, and then this is the second half of the alphabet in, again, uppercase and lowercase. our letter of the week practice, a few printables here from Bitty Beginnings, and we also have our puzzle pieces from Lakeshore Learning. This week we started using these pockets that I found at the Dollar Tree, and I've been on the hunt for them for several months. I finally found them. So here it's just name practice, so she's just writing her name, and in the back we have a last name, and then we have our number activity packet from Bitty Beginnings. It's 1 through 10. I need to find 10 through 20 or beyond because Bella does know her 1 through 10 pretty well. Here we have a clip it, we have a dot it, and this week Bella used her bear counters, which is what we used all week. Here we have a color it, you can circle it, a trace it, and then a dot it in a 10 frame here. And in the back we have number 2. This 3 bear family counters. Now this is from Learning Resources, and they have several sets. So the first activity that we did with these bear counters are these bear counters pattern cards, also from Learning Resources. So there's pattern sequencing, so AB pattern, yellow, red, and then we also have ABC, blue, green, red, ABC, so 3. And we also have patterns in shapes. So again, ABC, small, medium, large, small, medium, and what goes here. So here we have a fill in the blank. Some of them have the continuation, so just continue building this pattern. And then it gets more difficult. So here we have a pattern by color and size. And the instructions here will tell you all the different levels. So this worked great for Bella and Noah. So Noah did a simple matching pattern here. So he would just match the bears. And then for Bella, she can also do the same and then actually keep going. So again here, they would enjoy just matching them. Then Bella would be able to fill in the blank. Noah still, if you don't want to buy these cards, there are also plenty of free printables online. You just have to Google them. If I can find them, I'll link it down below. Now, I believe that the printables are a little bit more simple than the actual sequencing cards, so I don't think that there are as many levels. But again, I'll link it down below. If you are interested, you can check those out. And this is a 1-to-1 correspondence practice, and I made these cards with construction paper, so just circles here, and these are 1 through 10. So you just take the bear, and again, it's a 1-to-1 math correspondence, so 1 and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and here is a color sorting game that I made for Bella and Noah. So there's different levels to this. So as you can see, I have these little white tins here that I find at Target, like in the party section. Every time I go, I pick up a few because we use them in our room a lot. But here I have different circles of construction paper that go with the bear counters. So yellow, blue, green, and red. And the game here is to toss the die and count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Noah could just pick any color that he wanted. Let's say he wanted to do green, and so he is to put 5 bears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the bucket. Now let's say he wanted to do something just a little bit more relaxed. It was just to sort this whole container of bears in here. And that might seem easy, but believe it or not, for a 3-year-old, it takes a lot of concentration and energy to sort all of these bears. So that was great sorting practice for Noah. For Bella, I took it up another level and we used our abacus. I'm trying to get it into frame here. You can see our abacus here has the same colors that the bear counters have. Now, the only one that doesn't match is this tan here, but we used yellow, red, green, and blue. Okay. So again, you would flip the die and count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then she would count here on the abacus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then she would take 6 green bears. 1, 2, now the last tray that we had with our bear counters was a size sorting tray. So like I said, the 3-bear family has different sizes: small, medium, large, or baby bear, mom bear, and papa bear. So the first thing that I made were these bear capes, and this is just the back of a cereal box again. So we have small, medium, large. And then it was just sorting. Large, small, and medium. And what I like about these bears is that you can easily distinguish the sizes here. There is a difference here. The medium and the large might appear that there isn't from afar, but when you are holding them, there is, the larger bear is heavier, it's thicker, it's taller. Here we have matching colors with our bear counters. So we would place the green large bears in the green large truck, the medium sized bears in the red medium truck, and the blue small bears in the blue small truck. And again, it was just sorting through as many of these bears that they could. And then the attach here like a train. And you can also attach the small one. And so they thought it was lots of fun to have a bear train.